My name is Angie. I'm very honored to be your mistress of ceremonies this evening. I had the joy of becoming a mother 19 years ago next week. My son's at college, and as my mother, who is joining us tonight, once told me, it is one of the hardest jobs you will ever have, and one that you will receive the least thanks. But I'm happy that I can be a part of a celebration that honors and highlights the achievements of such worthy participants. The Mother of the Year Award was established under the leadership of former NAACP Field Director Medgar Evers to honor women, promote partnership between the faith, the community, and the NAACP, and to commemorate the 1954 Brown versus Board of Education school desegregation decision. It is incredible to see this tradition alive and strong with so many successful families here tonight. We are also here to pay homage to the political and judicial legacy of a phenomenal woman, Judge Robin Midcap. Tonight she will receive the very first Lucy Marion Tolliver Roberts Award. This occasion marks the beginning of an unprecedented 2-month-long commemoration in observance of the 50th anniversary of the death of Medgar Evers, and will culminate in a celebration memorializing Mr. Evers and recognizing 50 outstanding Coast women in an event in June. So stay tuned. To start off the evening, recently appointed Election Commissioner Dr. Brenda Matthews will give the welcome invocation. Then we will hear a musical tribute from the lovely University of Southern Mississippi College student, J. Ray McNair, with the invocation provided by Reverend S.B. Adolph, pastor of First Missionary Baptist Church in Gulfport. As we listen to the invocation tonight, let us keep Mrs. Kathy Eglin in our hearts and prayers. Dr. Matthews, please come forward.
Thank you. To the officers of the NAACP, dignitaries, platform guests, members, and friends, welcome. Welcome. I am thrilled, very thrilled, to see you all here. In fact, I know we are all thrilled to see each other at this most unforgettable occasion, the Mother of the Year Gala. I am very excited, so excited to be here. This gala, which was established under the leadership of the former NAACP Field Director, Medgar Evers, to honor women, to promote partnership between the faith community and the NAACP, and commemorates the 1954 Brown versus the Board of Education school desegregation decision. You know, we encourage the churches to identify a mother to represent the church. We have these ladies participating this evening to represent their church. Now, in observance of the 50th anniversary of the death of Medgar Evers, beginning at the Mother of the Year Gala with a finale that we will recognize 50 outstanding Coast women in June. So please listen for this, and you will hear more about this event. Now back to the Mother of the Year competition. The winner this evening will compete at the state level. If victorious at the state level, she will represent Mississippi at the annual National Convention in Orlando, Florida on July 13th through the 17th, 2013. We are so proud to have these ladies participating in this competition. God bless each of them. And believe me, all of these ladies are winners anyway, just participating in this competition. We are very proud of them, and we thank them for taking the time to participate. We thank their families, their friends for supporting them. God bless each lady for being a part of this competition. And God bless you for coming out tonight and supporting the NAACP. Thank you.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You are content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind, so I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. And I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I got it right here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my you are the wind beneath my wings. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
Our 2012 Mother of the Year. Let's give Jay Ray another round of applause. As you saw the procession of contestants for this year's Mother of the Year, Ms. Sheila McNair, Denise Hildeberg, Ms. Yolanda Wallace, and of course, our honoree, Ms. Judge Metcalf. Right now, we'll also have the invocation.
Let us pray. Our God, our Father, we thank you for being the God that has continued to give us steady being, even to our weary feet. How we thank you, Lord, for the labor as well as now and new of labor efforts. How we thank you for mothers. How we thank you, Father, even for this project started by labor efforts. How we thank you now, Father, for each contestant we see. How we thank you for Judge Metcalf. And now, Father, we ask for blessings on all here and upon these proceedings we pray. In the blessed name of Jesus. Amen.
Before Ms. Henderson comes up and gives us some direction on how dinner will be served, I'd like to acknowledge the elected officials in the room. I see Mayor Schloebel. Of course, William Marks on program, so thanks for being here. Judge Ray. Is there anyone else in the room? Christine Price. Missed anyone? Thank you for being here. Ms. Sonia Williams, is she here?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for being here and for supporting the Gulfport NAACP. Ms. Henderson, you want to give us some direction on where, how you want us
Before we commence dinner, Angie, we'll have another song by Ms. Jarae McNair. Let's give her a big hand.
Amazing grace has
read for you a little bit of information about Jeray because she's so talented. She says she's a member of St. Bethel Baptist Church, where Pastor J.C. Wilkes. I'm a senior member of the praise dance team in choir, and I'm a freshman at the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg, where I'm a member of the Student Eagle Club, the Legacy African American Association, selected to sing the national anthem for basketball games, nominated for freshman maid, and selected for the dance team. Her major is, oh my gosh, kinesiotherapy with a minor in dance. Can you come up and tell us what that is? Let's give her another round of applause. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge the candidates again. Ms. Tashima McNair, where is your table? You can stand up. Okay, wonderful. Ms. McNair is a native of Gulfport and will be renewing her wedding vows of 30 years to Richard McNair. They are parents of 2 living children and 1 deceased. They are also raising their live-in 11-year-old godchild, Atravius, goddaughter, Elena Watson, who's age 7. They're members of Mount Bethel Baptist Church, volunteers for 25 years for the City of Gulfport Department of Leisure Services, and she's a cheerleader sponsor. Mrs. Richard is representing St. Bethel Baptist Church, Reverend Jerome Wilkes, pastor. Ms. Lynette Heidelberg, Richard is wonderful. Ms. Lynette is a native of Gulfport. She's married to Richard Earl Heidelberg for 33 years and is parents of 2 children. She has 2 goddaughters and is anxiously awaiting the arrival of a 3rd grandchild. 2 godchildren, has worked for Walmart for 19 years, it's a long time, is deaconess at Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church, where she has been a lifelong member. She's the director of Baptist Training Union and the assistant Sunday school superintendent. She is representing the Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church, Reverend Philip McSwain, pastor. Ms. Yolanda Wallace. I know Ms. Yolanda, where is she? Ms. Yolanda was reared and schooled in Denver, Colorado, and graduated from the University of Northern Colorado in 1983 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Communications, with an emphasis in journalism. After graduation, she traveled to Royal Air Force Base, where she met Reverend Gary A. Wallace. She is currently employed with 81st Mission Support Squadron at Keesler Air Force Base. That's where I met her. Air Force Installation Excellence Awards. She's won several awards, and she is representing the First Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Seymour Adolph, pastor. This may be part of some of the announcements a little later as well, but I wanted to reiterate that there are several things that are going on with the Gulfport NAACP, particularly a health fair that will be on June 8th. If anybody's interested in participating or attending, we definitely will have information for you. They will host a community health day at Gaston Point Community Center at 1506 Mill Road. From 10 to 3. The event will be lots of fun and it's free and open to the public. Come out to get free health screenings and vital information. As well as June 8th has been proclaimed the Day of Remembrance in observance of the 50th year anniversary of the senseless murder of Medgar Evers. So please listen out for those events to come.
Dinner is being catered by Audrey Duncan of the Marriott here in Gulfport, Robin, and she said, please let you know that she fixed a lot of extra special things that she knew that you liked. So Audrey Duncan is catering our dinner. I think they're about ready for us. We will first have our head table to go first. Then we'll have the honorees table. That's the Honorable Judge Robin Midcalf. And then we'll have our contestants. We will start first with Ms. Heidelberg, then Mrs. McNair, and then Ms. Wallace. And then we'll call your tables out one by one. And the reason we're doing that is so that everybody can be served quickly. So at this time, I'd like the head table to please proceed. Thank you so much, and we'll have now a song again by J. Ruth McNair. And let's give her a big round of applause, I tell you. She is just a freshman at USM, but she's fearless and she's quite excited about entertaining us this evening. And we do have 2 lines, and I'll tell you a little bit about dinner tonight. We have a seafood entree that will be stuffed tilapia, asparagus, and rice pilaf, if you would like seafood. If not, we have a poultry entree, chicken portobello, rosemary potatoes, and green beans. So decide what line you would like to go to. And now we're going to ask the honorees table to go ahead and proceed. We actually have 2 lines, and we're going to move very quickly tonight.
Mayor Schlegel is going to come up and give us a special presentation proclamation for the city, but before we do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the honoree tonight, Judge Russell Alfred Metcalf. You have information in your booklets. The bio is rather extensive because she is a very accomplished woman and leader in the community. I find her to be very polished and stylish, always has a wonderful, beautiful smile on her face. Even when she's doing Zoom at 5:30, lots of energy. She inspires me. Coming in from a hard work day, she's exercising and taking care of herself. And that's a very wonderful example for up-and-coming leaders. Judge Metcalf is county court judge in Harrison County. She attended the University of Mississippi School of Law in Oxford, Mississippi, and was awarded her Juris Doctor degree May of 1988. She has held various positions. During her first term on the bench, Judge Metcalf was elected by the Conference of County Court Judges to serve on both the Study Commission for the Mississippi Judicial System and the Mississippi Judicial Advisory Study Commission. In addition, she has been appointed numerous times by the Mississippi Supreme Court to serve as a special judge. In January 2009, Judge Metcalf was appointed to the Mississippi Judicial Performance Commission. Judge Metcalf is presently serving her 4th term as Harrison County Court Judge, Place 2. Mayor Schlegel, will you come forward? We're so honored to have him here with us. And as he's walking up, I want to acknowledge a few special guests that we have tonight. Mr. James Crowell, he's the president of the Biloxi NAACP branch. We also have a few candidates in the House. Ms. Patricia Willis, she's running for State Representative District 95. Will you please stand? Melanie Clark, and she is running for Councilman Ward 4. I've known Melanie for a long time. I know she's going to kill me. Honestly, your main complaint is your husband. He's the one, regardless. Yeah. So, remember her for that, and for more wonderful things. And Mr. Joe Hudson, I'm so glad that you were able to make it. We missed you and love seeing you here.
Thank you very much. Judge, I have a proclamation here that's just full of whereas. As so many lawyers have worked on this thing, you being a lawyer, you understand that. But maybe I'll deviate from it just a little bit and get a little more personal. Of course, you're going to get all the whereas in there. But I would like to, I'd like to call to your attention some things that are already in the program that are significant about our honoree tonight. She's a lifelong resident of Gulfport in Harrison County, graduated from Harrison Central. She went to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. She graduated from William Carey and then got a doctorate degree from the University of Mississippi. I think that's significant that someone who is local is able to stay in our state, get a fine education, and come back and serve. We're delighted that she has that sort of background. You see in the bio that you have that she ran for supervisor. She was the first elected female to the Board of Supervisors in Harrison County. And I had an experience that first time she ran. She ran twice and was elected both times. The first time that she ran was right after she had been in the Leadership Gulf Coast class in 1991 and 1992, and a close friend of my wife Peggy and myself. And she came by to see me in the bank and asked me for my support. And I thought the world of her, but I'd already promised that I was going to vote for somebody else. And I was so embarrassed when she walked in. We sat there and talked for about an hour, and I had to say, I've already made a pledge to somebody else. And she said, look, if you've already promised you'll vote for somebody, don't you change. Because what you promised, you're supposed to deliver. She was very gracious about it. When she announced, I knew she was going to win. And she was so nice to me about that. And I have treasured those moments for many, many years after. And I speak highly of your ethics as an individual. You knew what I needed to do, but you told me to stay the course and do what you promised to do. And Robin, that's meant a lot to me, to know that you had that kind of integrity. I'll also tell you, and this is not in the whereas, that Emily grew up with some of my children, and we've had some good long relationships. Tom and I were friends in a different life, and we've been friends for a long time and lived down the street from each other. And I happened to be with him one time, and they asked me what we got going on. I said, well, we're getting ready to do a little walk. And he said, well, I like to walk. Where you going to walk from? And I said, well, I thought we'd start in Bay St. Louis and walk to Ocean Springs. He said, how far is that? About 30 miles. He said, I'll do it. I said, okay, well, you go train a little bit? And he said he would. He didn't, but he did come out that morning. Robin heard about it, and she said, I don't think y'all can make it. So she said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in Biloxi, and I'm going to walk toward Gulfport, and if y'all hadn't already dropped out, I'll catch you there, and we'll walk back in the other direction. She figured she'd never see us. But we got down there around the Marriott, and lo and behold, here comes Robin and her aunt. And then we did meet, and we walked all the way back over there. Let me tell you something. We were never so happy to see that sign that said, welcome to Ocean Springs, Mississippi. We made it, but woo, what a walk we had. But that's typical of Judge Metcalf. Of everything that she does with her whole being. She's done that all of her life. She's had lots of trials and tribulations and coming up. One of our own locals that has made good. She's been outstanding on the bench. Outstanding on the bench. When someone comes into her courtroom, if they're guilty, about the only thing they can ask for is mercy. They're not looking for justice, because she's going to make sure they get the kind of trial they're supposed to have. And it's a pleasure with some deviation from all these official whereas to stand here tonight to my good friend, Peggy, and I love her dearly, to say that today, on April the 28th, in concurrence with the City Council of Gulfport, Mississippi, we're calling this Honorable Robin Albert Metcalf Day, July the 28th, 2013. We love you, Judge.
Mrs. Nair is going to honor us with another song, and it's going to reflect how we feel about Miss Roberts. Let's give her another round.
had some good days, and I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights, but when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and I won't complain. Sometimes the clouds hang low, I can hardly see the road, and I ask the question, Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. My weary eyes, they can't see, so I just say thank you, Lord. I won't complain, 'cause He knows what's best for me. My weary eyes, I can't see more than you of this whole world could ever be. He's been so good to me.
Thank you. I think it just keeps getting better and better. Now we're going to have attorney Chris Fisher come up and lead us in the tribute to the mothers. I would like to recognize Chris as being a subscribing life member, and he is the past president of the Gulfport NAACP. We will acknowledge the life members in a little bit, if you were interested in who they are on the back of the program. It's so important that we have those contributions and those commitments. Chris?
Thank you. Good evening. I was asked by Attorney Henderson to do a tribute to the mothers. And when asked, it was one of the rare times that Ms. Henderson didn't give me explicit directions on what I was supposed to do. She kind of left it up to me to think of what I wanted to say. And I knew the one thing that I wasn't going to do, and all of y'all will thank me for this later, is sing like Ms. McNair did, so beautiful. But I got to thinking, and I did. I really didn't know what to say or what to do, so I did what anybody in the room that's pretty much 40 and under would do. I went and put it on my computer and Googled it. And I put in mother. And the first word that came up was God. And I thought, wow, mother, God, the connection. And so as I went forward and I explored a little more and I went and researched a little more, I found the right words. And so I'm going to borrow the words of one Langston Hughes and a poem he wrote called The Negro Mother. Now, for a young man who, the majority of my life, I've come up calling myself African American or Afro-American, it kind of stood out to me, the Negro Mother. But I don't think that an organization which prides ourselves on being a National Association for the Advancement of Colored People would have any problem with that. So if you will allow me to read this in tribute to our mothers, I would be most gracious. Langston Hughes writes, "Children, I come back today to tell you a story of a long, dark way that I had to climb, that I had to know in order that the race may grow. Look at my face, dark as the night, yet shining like the sun with love's true light. I am the child they stole from the saint 300 years ago in Africa's land. I am the dark girl who crossed the wide sea, carrying in my body the seed that would be free. I am the woman who worked in the field, bringing the cotton and the corn to you. I am the one who labored as a slave, beaten and mistreated for the work I did. Children sold away from me, my husband sold too. No safety, no love, no respect was due. 300 years in the deepest South, but God put a song and a prayer in my mouth. God put a dream like steel in my soul. Now through my children, I am reaching the goal. Now through my children, young and free, I realize the blessings deed to me. I couldn't read then, I couldn't even write. I had nothing back there, nothing but night. Sometimes the valley was filled with tears, but I kept trudging through the lonely years. I had to keep on, no stopping for me. I was the seed of the coming who will be free. I nourished a dream that nothing could smother. Deep in my breast, the Negro mother. I had only one hope then, but now through you, all the little ones, my dreams now come true. All you dark children in the world out there, remember my sweat, my pain, my despair. And make these years of torture tomorrow. Make a road path for the light through the sorrow. Out of the darkness, through the ignorance, lift my banner out of the dust. Stand like free men, supporting my trust. Believe in the right, let alone push you back. Remember the whip of the slaver's track. Remember how the strong and struggle and strife still bar you the way and deny you your life. But march ever forward, breaking down bars. Look ever open and sun at the stars. Oh my children, may my dreams and my prayers impel you forever up those great stairs. For I will be with you till no other brother dares to keep you down. The children of the Negro young. I chose this poem because it truly exemplifies what a mother does, what a mother is to us. And in this way, we honor the mothers who come before us today. Thank you.
Chris. Now we'll have a special tribute led by Chad Hudson. He's also a life member of NAACP. I've known Chad since he was, before he was born, I believe. And he's turned into a very handsome young man. Let's give him a round of applause.
President Story, President and Board Member Crowell, honorees, and ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Chad Hudson, and I am 12 years old. I stand before you this evening in remission because of all your prayers throughout my young life. However, there has been one person to whom I am especially grateful, Robin Metcalf. Many times when my resistance was low and I would be hospitalized, I could always depend on Aunt Robin to check on me. She would always be on my side, and that made me feel better. Her, Uncle Tom, and Ed got me into the kindergarten program with a Seawolves hockey team. When the team auctioned off jerseys for charity, she surprised me by bidding on the jersey from my favorite player. She gave it to me. This was very special. Aunt Robin loves children and children love her. She is a very special person in my life. I love Aunt Robin. Thank you.
don't know, this is Miss Kathy Edmonds' grandchild and Yolanda Edwards' child. So let's give it up. Now is the time to crown the 2013 Mother of the Year, and of course, Miss Henderson is going to be the best person to do that.
This is exciting, y'all, because we don't know yet who will be the Mother of the Year of the Gulfport branch of the NAACP. President Story. Let's have a little drum roll, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to make sure that you wait just a little bit longer. We would like to ask the presenters to please come forward first.
She thinks I know who it is.
We'll see. Will the presenters of the contestants please come forward? Just the presenters. We'll first have the presenter of Mrs. Heidelberg, and then the presenter of Mrs. McNair, and the presenter of Mrs. Yolanda Wallace. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Rachel Jackson. This is my brother Richard Heidelberg, living at Heidelberg's children. I just wanted to speak a little bit on my mother's behalf. It's making me a little nervous. But I wrote some stuff up. I have been asked, and I'm more than happy to introduce you all to Ms. Lynette Heidelberg. If you read her bio, you already know that she is the daughter of Jeanette and J.T. Pittman Berry and Jimmy Lee and Barbara Johnson. She is married to Richard Sr. She has 2 children, myself and my brother, son-in-law or daughter-in-law, 2 granddaughters, and a grandson on the way. Born and raised here in Gulfport, she completed high school at Harrison Central and earned a diploma at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College and is presently a department manager at Walmart in Gulfport. She is also a member of Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church with Philip McSwain as the pastor. Lynette is very dedicated to God, her church, and family. Being somewhat shy by nature, she remains in several choirs. She is assistant of the Sunday school superintendent, director of VCU, and participates in various church functions. I want to inform you that she is modest. She probably doesn't care that you know all of this, but I wanted you to know because I want you to know that what she does it to glorify God. I can remember one time she was criticized for her singing voice. She said, I may not have the best voice, but I am singing to give God the glory. This is one of the many things I admire about my mother. This is one of the things she has taught us. If what you are doing is pleasing to God, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, says, or does. With that being said, I have listed a few things that I admire about my mother. One, she always puts God first. And all that she does, and reminds us constantly to do the same. Looking for a job, pray about it. Looking for a proper equal, pray that God will send you what He wants you to have. Don't know what to do or which way to go, pray about it and ask God to lead you. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6. And that is just what she did. She raised both me and my brother in the church. She not only kept us busy in the church, with choir, Sunday school, vacation Bible school, sunshine band, and the list goes on, but she also attended church with us, switch and all. She always found time for both of us, and we know that today that is hard. Both of my parents are working parents, and I know that it can be hard with paying bills, keeping the house, and keeping your children from killing each other, and still find the love where you can actually spend quality time with your children, but she did. I can remember stuff from like coloring in large coloring books, playing Uno in Operation, watching a movie, dancing while cleaning the house. I want you to know that I remember those things and they're priceless for me. Presently, even though the majority of her time is occupied with the church and family, she finds time to assist in some community service activities like feed my sheep. She stands up for her family and always there and ready to assist whenever needed, never asking for anything in return. Oh, and my dad and her help us a lot with grandchildren as well. I'm more of a modern person. I believe that behind every strong man, there's an even stronger woman, and they are truly our foundation. When I think of my mother, I think of Proverbs 31:10-31, virtuous woman. I had these passages read at my wedding because one day I hope to be the same virtuous woman my mother has been to our family, to my husband and 2 girls. I can't think of anyone I would rather have as a mother. Therefore, I am beyond honored that my mother was chosen to participate in this event. She would not have done this if she had not been impelled by Ms. Harper. So thank you, Ms. Hawkins. Congratulations, Mom, on your Mother of the Year nomination. And no matter what, you're our Mother of the Year 365 days of the year. And we love you and thank God for you every day.
Mrs. Hyberg, please come forward.
Greetings. To those who are responsible for this wonderful program this afternoon, the honorees, invited guests, and it will not leave anyone out, all others who are in attendance this afternoon. And again, good evening. Tashima is a mother, wife, who has been favorably blessed with success in spite of many heartfelt obstacles. For 30 years, she has been married, as you've seen already, to Richard, we call him Sonny. And they are the parents of 3 children. Just to give you an idea of Tashima's strength, during her marriage, she has nurtured her husband, who had a struggle and who is a survivor of chemical dependency, as well as of the untimely death of her son shortly after graduation. And during this time, I was in church with she, and she never faltered. She never made me feel sorry for her. She was a strong woman of the word, and she held steadfast to God's unchanging hand. But through those struggles, she's always been friendly and openly friendly with us in church. She never once considered giving up and kept her family united. She kept God first in her life through prayer, the unwavering faith of other things, unwavering faith in things that have come to pass. Tashima, Sonny, and their family are presently very active and much involved at our church, Mount Beverly. As a mother, Tashima is loving, caring toward her children, as well as many other children that she cares for on a daily basis. Quite frequently during choir rehearsal, you will see parents standing in the back of the room looking, waving their hand, and she'll point out which one is their child to keep from missing rehearsal. Tashima will bring those children to rehearsal, keep them at rehearsal, bring them to church on Sunday morning for parents who are working during the day, and they come and pick their children up at church. This is Tashima's motherly love. She has always instilled in all her children the importance of education. When her son, Chris, who's now deceased, was in high school, the school contacted Tashima one day to notify her that he would not be receiving a regular diploma, but would be receiving a certificate of completion from high school, which is not an actual diploma. Well, Tashima went to war. For him, she went to war, she went to the board, she went through the proper sources, and she fought his right to receive and prove that he had indeed earned a regular diploma. Because she knew the importance of not just standing there and accepting this. The challenge meant nothing to her. She fought for that, and of course, naturally, she won the case. And he did indeed walk across the stage with his actual diploma because of her perseverance. If there was a school project, homework, assignments that she did not understand, she would always call somebody who knew more about it, or she would always make provisions for them to have tutors. And this would cost a fee. It was not for free. And because she wanted them to succeed in school. Each of her children graduated from high school. Jeray, the baby girl, is presently attending college in Hattiesburg, and Tashima, with her baby now in college, has enrolled at USM in the field of business, or the USM here on the coast. That is strength and determination. Proverbs 22:6, and I guess we all share that. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he gets old, he will not depart from it. This is her testimony. I can attest to you, I can truly attest to you from knowing her personally, that she places God first to command her actions in her family life as well as her own. For those motherly attributes, one must have to be considered. I would consider she as the mother of the year. I can attest to that, and these attributes would serve well if she is chosen as the NAACP Mother of the Year. Thank you.
Mrs. Kushima Magnet, please come forward.
Good evening. My name is Erica Wallace, and I'm one of the daughters of Yolanda Wallace.
Hi, my name is Ariana Wallace. I am also one of the members of Yolanda Wallace.
And you know, one thing that's really funny to me,
What might that be?
well, after 21 years, we've been given the perfect opportunity to embarrass our mother.
Wait, time. Don't you mean after 25 years we have this given opportunity?
You're so right. 25 years is a really long time. What an honor and a privilege it is that my sister and I, what can we really say about our mother? Because you know, I've got lots of stories.
Well, my sister, if you got stories, please believe I got plenty of stories. Okay, well, you know, the story I'm thinking about, it has something to do with us trying to maintain our individuality, you know, at an early age, you know, because Mama loved to dress up a lot.
Yes, I remember that, and I really couldn't stand it. From top to bottom, we were dressed just alike, and I recall one time she dressed us up, and we got so tired of it that one of us decided just to mess up our outfit so that she had to change it.
Just so we can be individuals, right? And I love it. Yes, ma'am. It worked out so well because eventually she got it. And we were able to maintain our individuality, and it's still present.
Okay, so let's get down to the reason why we're standing before the crowd to say some kind words about our mother.
All right, this beautiful woman, my mother, has sacrificed so much for us over the years to make sure we had and still have the best of everything and never ever had to want for nothing. I mean nothing.
She has given us the best kind of love, support, understanding, care, and encouragement. That unconditional love. We may not always have seen eye to eye or agree with everything that she said, but she did it all because Mama knows best.
It's something special about that bond between a mother and her firstborn. I love you very much, Mom, and please understand that I am very honored and blessed to stand up here before you and give you back some of that love that you've given me over the past 25 years, unconditionally.
Well, that might be true, but there's even a greater bond because I'm the baby. And Mom, I just want you to know that I love you and I appreciate all that you've done for us.
So, we stand for you to say, we present to some
And introduce to others.
our mother, Yolanda G. Barbara Wallace, the 2013 Mother of the Year.
Nominee.
Well, yeah.
Mrs. Yolanda Wallace. Well, Ruth, we're ready. Drum rolls again. And this time, we're going to have to ask our treasurer to please come forward. Miss Maddie Jordan, come on up. We're ready. We're ready. Well, you know, they raised so much money, she's still counting. She's still counting. while she's coming, let's again give all three of these ladies a warm round of applause. Because